everybody. Sorry for the lack of videos lately. I've just been a little bit distracted. I know you can't read it because it's a little bit backwards because of the camera and stuff, but it's Your Life After Treatment. Um, this was recommended to me by my therapist and a few other people who've in the trauma community who've been through this. It's a different perspective so far. I haven't really gotten too into it, but it's definitely got a lot of aspects that definitely apply to me, and I think that my therapist was definitely right in recommending it to me. First key point that I want to point out is this is an older book. It does not, it's not complex PTSD. It's not a talk about those who have multiple layers of trauma, but it still is helpful, and it really gives a really good insight as to how many people with PTSD, CPTSD feel this um, lack of identity, lack of who are you, what are you the same person you once were, is that person still there, are you someone entirely different now? I know from my own experiences, like I feel like time hasn't passed, like time is just this weird concept for me now. I know I'm getting older and I know that years are going by. It's just when you experience the same nightmares and trauma over and over and over again, it just almost seems like time doesn't exist anymore. It's like not present because you're not. Um, I'm really working really hard on my complex PTSD for multiple reasons. The main one is because I want to be better. But the other reasons is my therapist said that I will be able to connect better with my significant other. I'll be able to vocalize things that I wasn't able to vocalize before in such a way that, after, if you deal with it and you work through it, it's never going to go away, but it'll get better. So that's what I'm hoping for, especially since my son starts school in like a week. I really want it to make a difference. I want to be healthier for him. And I'm trying all these things that have been suggested to me because I'm a bookworm. My therapist knew that this would be a good suggestion, and it has been. Nothing will ever detail things the way that they happen to you. Trauma is one of those things that it's like a snowflake. It's specifically sanctioned to you. It is unique to your trauma. It's unique to your treatment. It's unique to in every aspect of the word. But I've been really trying to like boost the positivity around me. Like I'm not a sad person. I'm very much of a chipper, charismatic person still, regardless. It took a lot of work to get to this point. I remember in my teen years when when the PTSD first really hit me, I was so spiteful and hate-filled and just guarded, and I was definitely a different person then. I would run over your grandmother if it meant making my life happier. I did a lot of spiteful and angry things during that time. Most notably, probably was me calling my foster parents of the home that I was in when I got hurt, and just, I don't even know what I said on the voicemail. I was drunk and angry and hurt, and I just wanted answers. And I think that was really then when I realized that I was doing whatever it took to do whatever I wanted to do to be whoever I could to get away from that, to get away from the pain. I was an oxy addict. I still kind of am, I guess. I still think about it. I haven't taken any since I was 19. So it's almost 10 years, but it helps so much. I know I'm saying this in such a like yearning way, but it really is in a yearning way because I got addicted. And I got addicted to the fact that I could escape. I was gone. It was gone. Pain, everything. It was just gone. But everything has its consequences and every cause has a reaction. I remember looking myself in the mirror after my first, like, I'd say quote unquote overdose and just saying, I didn't recognize the person in the mirror. I was bloated. I was unhealthy looking. Like my skin just looked bad. I smelled bad. That's when the teeth decay started, and I'm still dealing with it now. Believe it or not. Yeah, I know my front teeth look pretty good, but if you go just a little bit to the side and up, you're gonna see a lot of fun stuff. Lesson to the word to the wise there. You do drugs, you're gonna have an effect. Cause and effect, man. One way or another. For me, it was my teeth, and I regret every freaking minute of it. In that sense. Now, it did teach me that I was struggling, that there was something wrong, that there was something bigger than this. It wasn't just the drugs. The drugs were an escape mechanism. They kept me away from the pain. And then when I stopped, the pain would just come right back. The nightmares would come back. So, of course, what do? You do more drugs, right? And this was a constant for me. I was so focused on not wanting to feel that pain that I would do anything not to feel it. And I do mean anything. Like, I mean, I didn't cross certain lines. I never had sex for drugs or alcohol or anything like that. But I did cross some moral grounds of my own. Full disclosure, I didn't have the money to get drugs. My dealer said that he needed someone beat up. I went and beat them up, and I got drugs. And years later, of course, I'm just like, fucking Jesus, like, what was wrong with me? Now, this is before my son. Looking back, I look at it and I'm like, why? Just why? And then I realized it's because I was an addict and I wanted to be away from the pain, and I didn't care if I caused other people pain to get away from it. It's one of those things you just kind of have to, like, rationalize with yourself, was this a good idea? Was this something I should have done? And through therapy, I've learned that this is what is referred to as avoidant behaviors. Yeah, impulse control is definitely a part of that. When you're in the avoidant feelings, you will do anything to distract you. Since I got away from hard drugs, my now response to this is to want to buy things or treat my son or just change something. So I'm not thinking about that and I'm thinking about this, right? I do want to read something out of this, just because, I really want to point out. Oh, and it's by, I think it's Michele Rosethal. Um, Sorry, I just gotta find the page. I'm really sorry, guys. I thought I had it bookmarked, but I didn't. You feel whelmed by what you're trying to achieve. I knew it was here. When you stand at the beginning of an intention, it's easy to look at the final outcome on the horizon and immediately be filled with a sense of, I can't do this. It's the exact moment that figuring out how slowly to put one foot in front of the other becomes critically important. You have a choice to make. You can try to achieve your objective, all at once, or you can deconstruct the process so it feels feasible, manageable, and organized. So, what I liked about this is I've been so uber focused on getting over this. Like, I just need it done. I need it done. Something's got to give, you know? And I've very much been feeling this way for years, that I just need something to, I feel stalled. And that's another thing that's in here. But that particular start of it saying like, hey, you know, you don't have to, it's scary because you're making it this when you can make it this. Today I'm going to work on my triggers. Today I'm going to talk about things. Today I'm not going to internalize. This time I'm going to try this. But this does bring me to the whole point of this thing. And sorry, I have toothpaste on my mouth. This does bring me to the whole point of this video, though, which is something I wanted to talk about with you guys. And my brain is, dang it, come on. It's there. No, it's there. Come on, bring it back. Bring it back, brain. Bring it back. Oh, yes, internalizing and significant other. And this is the main focus of our talk today. I have noticed that with my PTSD, relaying my emotions when I'm upset is like watching a hummingbird try to talk. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I just can't get it out most days. Most days it just comes out like word vomit or nonsense. And then my significant other is left feeling like, the fuck is she mad at me for? What's going on? What's the actual problem? And then I have to sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes of just focus, focus, focus. Relay what you need to relay. Tell him what's wrong so you can work on it. Same with my nightmares. Focus, focus. Explain what's going on, how you're feeling about it, and go from there. Biggest thing though, when you have PTSD, and my therapist has confirmed this for me, is internalizing. You're so used to handling everything inside your head, where you have the outside world going on, and then you've got what's going on between here, that eventually you stop asking for help, or not so much stop feeling that you need help, but just kind of like, I can handle it. This is nothing compared to what's going on in my head. I can handle it. I can handle it. But one thing that my significant other has really pointed out to me is that doesn't matter if I can handle it. I shouldn't be handling it alone. Still don't understand the concept. I'm getting there, but it's different. But yeah, you completely just kind of, you rein everything in. Everything's kind of just, I don't know. You rein it in. You rein it in for whatever reasons. Out of everything that I want in my life, out of everything that I'm working towards with this, the biggest thing that I want is just to be able to cope better. I just want to cope better. So, Your Life After Trauma, the book is by Michele Rosethal. Check it out. It's a good one. I know I was going to touch more on subjects in this video, but my brain's just, woo. You like Wally. Wally. But no, I think when you're having a harder day with stuff, it's hard to talk about it. But I got 15 minutes out of it, so yay, right? All right, I will catch up with you guys on a later date. I'm just gonna read my book and see what I get. I mean, so far so good. I just did a simple skim over, like I said, like that's why it was hard to find that quote. But I'm going to really put my feet in the water with this. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and check out my other videos. They're very helpful, I'm telling you. I think. If you want to just listen to someone rant and rave about stuff, if you want to listen to one of my covers, all the songs that I cover generally have a meaning with CPTSD. Um, and as always, if you have any of the CPTSD symptoms or PTSD or just any mental issues in general and don't know what to do, um, contact a doctor, get involved with a local therapist. There are groups and forums online. If you ever need to talk and you don't know who to talk to, there is a suicide helpline for that. I'd like to recommend Canada's one, but hey, I can't. Anywhoozle. Um, so yeah, if you need any advice on treatment plans or if you're interested in learning more about what can be done in the realm of helping with this, any more books you want recommended, just let me know. All right. Happy healing.